Hi there. Welcome to another training tutorial on statistical package training. So today we'll be looking at how to use the do file editor, how to save your command line, the previously used command lines to the do file editor and save them for future use or to send to another person to use the do file editor somewhere else. So here I have my Stata open. I already have some things that I've done with my Stata with my on my data here. So as you can see from my review window here at the top left corner here, I have some command lines. I have Stata as populate my previously used commands here. So all I need to do to save all of this into my do file editor is to select the command line that I've used here. I can select all of the command line that I want to save into my do file editor. So then I right click and say okay, send selected to do file editor. So as you can see, Stata I've sent I've sent my command lines to the do file editor. So all I need to do here is I can either save this if I want to do so. I can save this now and say okay, analysis one. I can save this for future use or to send to another person. If I have problem in your organization, if you use Stata, you can share your analysis with your colleagues so that they don't have to redo the work all over again. So and also another way to use the do file editor is I can select this command now. I can highlight all this command and say okay, I want to execute selected. You see, I can come here and say okay, if I select this now, I can say execute selected. Once I click on execute selected, it will execute all of these on my data. As you see, if I close it, you see right here, Excel has executes all of this, the command line again here. You see, it's giving me error because it's saying, see, label gender already defined. You see, because I've already labeled gender, I've already defined the gender already. So that's why it's giving me this error. So that's another thing you need to understand on how to use data is that when you see in your review window here that you have your command in red, it means you have syntax error. There's an error with the syntax, with the command that you have used, with the syntax or with the error with the command that you have used. So that's why you can have your command in red like this. So that's how to use the do file editor or the do file. So if I want to, you can come to file here and open a do file. You can open a do file you can load a do file to use into your data. Once you've imported your data, you can open the do file as well so that you don't have to work all the analysis all over again. So this same thing. So for those that are for them it is SPSS for them. SPSS also allow something close to this as well, but Stata only make it much more easier because as they are using your menu key, you can to perform your task on Stata. It saves it on that you can review them in your review. You can review the command, the command in your review window here. It's the same thing to SPSS or something like that. So if you are doing anything in SPSS, it also saves. There's a way that you can easily take out the analysis that you are doing in SPSS into your syntax as well too. So maybe if I want to do another training video, I can do a training video on how to write XPSS syntax or how to import your analysis that you have done in Excel into your syntax. So thank you very much for your time, for staying for watching our training tutorial today. Remember, you can to like this video, drop a comment if you have any specific training that you would like us to do, and to enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.
are you gonna go without liking the video and engaging the channel? Like the video, it's free, and drop a comment if you have reservation on the video. Cheers!